to it. So we're gonna do, let's do 3 rounds. So you'll start in Baddha Konasana with the feet together and the knees out wide. Hips behind your back. Do 3 rounds of Kapalabhati. Each round will be just 20 Kapalabhati breaths, and then when you finish, you'll pull into Uddiyana. The first round, you can come forward, pull into Uddiyana, come back, do your second set of 25 Kapalabhati, then come into a twist, Uddiyana. Third round, 20 more Kapalabhati, twist the other way, Uddiyana. All right, you guys got that? 3 rounds, 20 Kapalabhati, 1 Uddiyana, twist on the second 2, go. Your face hurts. I muted everybody. Okay. So when you guys finish with that round, you might be just finishing up, so I'll give you a second. Let's go ahead and move into separate leg stretching. So take your right leg out, your left foot in. And then take your right hand to the inside of the right calf and just begin to really open up through the chest. So lift up out of lower back. And as you inhale, float the left fingertips up so they're just above the line of the shoulder, palm open. And take deep Ujjayi breaths here. So each inhale, you're filling the entire torso up, the chest. As you exhale, you're softening through the jaw, the shoulder, as you spread the chest, shoulder to shoulder, fingertip to fingertip. I'm gonna give you guys another 4 or so breaths here. If you wanna take that left hand behind your back or all the way around for a half bind, you're welcome to. Make sure you're not rounding through the left shoulder, so you're nice and open through the chest and long in the lower back. You're on that half bind, go ahead and return it, taking the left arm back out in line with the shoulder. And then begin to inhale, reach the left arm up so it's above the line of the ear. Exhale, left hand greets the right. You can take the right hand outside of right calf and just take a couple breaths here, lengthening out over the right leg. Uddiyana on your next exhale. And when you release, you can or redo your legs. Now left leg out, right foot in. I look like I have a scared face. It's because I'm not sure of what creatures live out here. I'm just a little scared. Left hand to the inside of the left calf. Again, lifting up out of lower back and opening up as you just float the right fingertips up so they're above the line of the shoulder, palm open. Soften through the shoulders. Inhale, lift up out of lower back and expand the chest. Exhale, soften through the jaw, the shoulder, and keep that right sitting bone rooted as you open. Deep ujjayi breaths. If you want to move towards taking the right hand behind the back or all the way around for a half bind, you're welcome to take it there. You've got another 4 breaths. And if you got your hand in that half bind or behind the back, float the right arm up so it's in line with the shoulder. Then inhale, begin reaching the right arm up above the ear. As you exhale, right hand greets the left. Shut up. Left hand outside of left calf. And press into the fingertips, drag your chest forward, your shoulders back. Inhale. Uddiyana on the exhale. When you release, you can rise up. And I'm actually going to pass it on to you for some abs because I feel scared about doing the abs. No, I told Stephanie the other day, I was like, has my ab game gotten weak? Has Kelly abs gone away?
Oh no, you have to invent a new identity.
I do. All right, so Danielle's going to do abs.
You're going to lie down. We'll start with frog lifting through. So once you're on your back, and then bend your knees over your hips, take your knees out to the sides, and then real quick, take your hands on your thighs for a moment. Send your thighs out away from the hips. And take your hands, that's the camera. And then take your hands behind your head and your neck. As you inhale, lift both elbows up. And as you exhale, curl tailbone up. Pull the belly down towards your lower back. And then send your thighs out away from the hips. Inhale, and then just release your lower back down, head and shoulders a little bit. Now exhale, curl tailbone up again. Pull the belly down towards your lower back. And now flex your heels, lift the elbows up. And pull the belly down. And inhale, relax your belly. So every time you get a deep belly, low back breath, exhale, curl tailbone up. Send your thighs out away from the hips. And pull the belly down towards your lower back, lift your upper back. Inhaling, you can practice ujjayi breath through the back ribs, a little slower. Exhale, lift tailbone up. Pull the belly down towards your lower back. And I'll lift your elbows a little higher as you send the thighs out away from the hip joints. 2 more. Inhale, relax your belly. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Send your thighs out away from the hips. And really feel belly pull down towards your lower back. Inhale. Lower your knees a little bit. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Last one. And now feel your thighs, inner thighs stretch out away from the hips. Press through your heels a little bit more. Then pull the belly down, lift your upper back. Exhale first, set head and shoulders down, and then help your thighs in with your hands. Take your legs straight up towards the sky, the ceiling. Roll out your ankles. Bend your knees. These next round of abs, I'm going to switch it up so it's a little combo. So just listen for the change ups in between. And then take your hands behind your head and your neck. And bend your knees, bring your feet a little bit lower than the knees. And before you do anything, exhale, press top rim of the sacrum down. Feel those muscles around the lower spine. And inhale, lift both elbows up. And hold breath, curl tailbone up. As you exhale, extend your right leg up. Flex your right toes, spin your right inner thigh forward like you're pigeon-toed. And then 2 times, real slow, pulse the right heel up towards the ceiling. On that second one, pull the belly down, lift your upper back. Bend both knees, inhale. And I'll hold breath, curl tailbone up. Exhale, extend your left thigh up. Okay, flex your left toe, spin your left inner thigh forward, and then 2 times spiral and pulse your left heel up. Now on that second lift, pull the belly down, lift your upper back. Okay, bend both knees, inhaling. And I'll hold breath, curl tailbone up. Good, exhale, extend your right leg forward now. As you're reaching the right thigh forward, spread the right toes, pull the belly down toward your lower back. Okay, inhale, bend your right knee. And I'll hold breath, curl tailbone up. Okay, exhale, extend your left thigh forward. And I feel your left thigh reach forward away from the hip and the low back, pull the belly down, lift your upper back. Okay, bend your left knee, inhaling. And I'll hold breath, curl tailbone up. Exhale, extend your right thigh up again. And I'll flex your right toes, spin your right inner thigh forward. And then with a spiral and a pulse, 3 times, press the heel up away from the hip. Now on that third pulse, and I'll pull the belly down away from the right thigh. Okay, bend both knees, inhale. And I'll hold breath, curl tailbone up. Okay, exhale, extend your left thigh up. Now rotate your left inner thigh forward and a spiral and pulse your left heel up 3 times. And go slower so that you really feel it. The back of the leg, opening up the hip, pull the belly down, lift your upper back. Okay, just 1 more each side. Bend both knees. And I'll hold breath, curl tailbone up. Exhale, extend your right thigh forward again. Okay, press across the back of the leg. Feel the heel flex, pull the belly down, lift both elbows up. And inhale, bend your right knee. And I'll hold breath, curl tailbone up. Exhale, extend your left thigh forward. Okay, press out across your left heel. Feel the back of the leg. And I'll pull the belly down, lift your upper back. Okay, and then go ahead and come out of it, lower down, come into happy baby. Happy ab baby.
Yes.
You know, right after babies do abs, they come into this naturally.
Really?
Yeah. Have you ever noticed when after a baby does abs?
Yeah, babies do abs a lot.
Udiana.
Feeling your little inner baby come out.
Okay, roll in that position. Roll at your right side. All of a sudden you give birth.
I just gave birth.
Come up to the top of your mat standing. I'm going to do a couple suns and then I'll toss it back to Kelly. Abs.
If I'm not in labor.
Okay, take your hands to your heart. You're pressing your feet down, spread your toes. And feel space in between each toe. It's way better on your low back, so it's not just about the feet. Now bring both arms down, sweep both arms out and up, inhaling. And exhale, fold forward. Pull your belly in as you fold. What you doing there?
I was just seeing
Now bend your knees, inhale, halfway lift. Now lengthen your back. Now you step your left leg back, lunge. Now set your knee down, inhale, both arms lift. Now in your lunge, wrap shoulder blades towards your chest, lift up more from the ribs, inhale. And exhale, set your hands down, step it back, high plank. Now just as a reference, you just did those abs, sorry to remind you, but when you spiral the inner thighs up, exhale, heels back, feel that in your sons. And then lower your knees, lengthen and lower your chest, come down. Low cobra, take your hands out in front of you. Inhale, lift your elbows, lift your chest. And exhale, pull both elbows down to the mat and a little bit towards one another. You lengthen and lower. Set your hands back and then move it back, downward dog. You inhale, step up your left leg, lunge. And then set your right knee down, lift both arms. Now bring your left femur bone back a little bit, heart up, inhale. And exhale, set your hands down, pick up your back foot, fold, bring both feet together at the top of the mat, inhale, halfway. And exhale, pull the belly in and fold over your legs. Feel the back of the legs open. Come up, press and lift up. Now reaching up, spread the ribs, lengthen. And exhale, fold forward. You set your hands down, inhale, halfway. Now step your right leg back, lunge. And now lower your knee, inhale, both arms lift. Okay, this time in your lunge, and then take your arms out to the sides for kite hop. And just real subtle so that you feel it more in your upper back. And rotate your palms up, look up a little. And exhale, bring your arms down and around, round mostly the upper back. Feel that, more mobility there. Inhaling, spread your hands, lift your chest. And exhale, rotate your palms down and around, pull the belly towards your lower back. Okay, inhaling, bring your arms up over your head. Now straight up, and then exhale, high plank. I'm gonna step it back. Okay, one more time, just feeling it and then moving in like you're doing the abs again. Spiral the inner thighs up, press the heels back. Then feel that open your lower back. Now set your knees down, lower your chest. A low cobra, take your hands out in front of you, lift your elbows, lift your chest. And lengthen and lower down. You move it back, downward dog, spread your hands, press back through the hips. And inhale, step up your right leg, lunge. You set your left knee down, inhale, both arms lift. Now bird wing, and then take the elbows in to touch the front of the ribs. As much as you can, make that contact. Okay, lift the breath up into your heart. And exhale, bring your palms out. Oh, slide shoulders down the back again. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, bring your palms forward. The elbows in, ribs in. Bring both arms up overhead. And exhale, lower your hands, step up your back foot, fold. Bring both feet together. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, fold into your legs. Good, come up to stand, press and lift up. You take your hands to your heart, exhale. A chair pose, bring your hips back, sweep your arms out and up. From your chair pose, close your eyes for a moment. Get more into feeling, feel the ball of the big toe press down both sides. And then inhale, lift your low ribs. Exhale, fold into your legs. You come into a halfway lift, lengthen your back. Now you can jump back if you're ready for that, or walk back. Are you okay, Kelliann? That was quick. Chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog. Okay, from your downward dog, lift your left leg back and up. Now bend your left knee, open up your hip with a couple big hip circles. Release your baby. Release your baby. And then step your left leg up for warrior two. Okay, from your warrior two, take your hands on your thighs for a moment. And then press your right thigh out away from the hip. Take your left hand, press your left thigh out away from the hip. And then pull your belly in and up, Uddiyana. Okay, relax your arms down, shoulder shrugs, inhale, lift your shoulders straight up. Squeeze back, feel your back muscles, exhale, drag shoulders down the back, away from the neck. Inhale, breathe up into your chest again. And then squeeze middle tips of shoulder blades straight back together. And then exhale, drag your shoulder blades down. Inhaling. And nice and full with your breath. Squeeze lower tips of shoulder blades, elbows come in a little bit. Bring shoulders all the way down the back. Okay, bring your arms back out for archer. Now bring your right arm up overhead. Okay, exhale, take your right arm behind the back. Now once you're here for a moment, feel the left and the right of it. You can move your ribs a little bit. Feel your breath move up into the right chest. You can stay here or bring your left arm behind the back and go as far as you can with that, or eventually getting the clasp. And you have the grip, pull it apart a little bit. Right arm up, left arm down. Exhale, left shoulder blade down, right shoulder blade forward. Now breathe down through the hips and the low back. As you exhale, curl pubic bone towards your belly. And now press the thighs out away from the hips. Okay, to release, let go of your grip, bring both arms out. And now reverse your warrior, set your right palm down, lift your left arm up and back. You push the right thigh bone a little bit out away from the hip joint as you're lifting up to the left upper back. And then take your left palm down for neck traction. Just 2 more breaths in this. Relax right ear down towards your right shoulder as you reach across the left fingertips. Okay, bring yourself back up, right side of the head with the right palm. Now warrior 2, inhaling. Exhale, high plank. And then move it through chaturanga, bring the elbows in. A downward dog, inhale, reach your right leg back and up. Now bend your right knee, open up the hip with a couple big hip circles. Roll it out again. And then step up your right leg for warrior 2.
Just kidding, what if I get this way too? What if I get this? You always question.
Okay, from your warrior 2, what happened to the buffalo?
You knocked them over.
And take your hands on your thighs. And now press your thighs out away from the hips. Pull your belly in and up. Uddiyana. And then bringing your arms out. And then move into bird wing again. Take the elbows in to touch the front of the ribs instead of shoulder shrugs. Palms forward. Inhale. Lift your breath up into your chest. And exhale. Take your palms out. You bring shoulder blades down the back. Inhale again. And exhale, bring your palms forward. And then bring the elbows in to touch the ribs a bit. Okay, and then bring your arms out for kite hop, 1 round. And now palms up, lift your chest. And exhale, palms down and around. Feel that mobility opening through the upper back area. Inhale. A archer. Now bring your left arm up overhead. Exhale, take your left arm behind the back. You can stay here. I feel that movement of the ribs. So the low ribs lifting up away from low back. Exhale, bring the ribs in a little closer to the spine. You can stay here. Bring your right arm behind the back. Going for the grip or close to it. Now close your eyes and take 2 breaths up into your heart. Back of the heart. As you're feeling that area, and exhale also, lengthen low back down. Okay, release your grip, take your arms out. Then reverse your warrior, set your left palm down, reach your right arm up and back. Connect with your breath and everything. You're posing, but then you're opening up way more through your breath. You're bending your right knee, feel the right hip joint as you exhale. And then neck traction, bring your right palm down. And now reach across your right fingertips and relax. Left ear towards the left shoulder more. Okay, coming back up, cradle left side of the head with your left palm. Now bringing your arms out. Okay, exhale, high plank. And chaturanga, bring the elbows in towards the ribs. Inhale to upper dog. Kelly J.
All right, from your downward facing dog, lift your left leg. As you exhale, go ahead and take knee towards left elbow, hold. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, take it into warrior one. Let's just keep the arms down in this warrior one. Make sure you have a nice solid stance, feet hip width distance apart. Square your hips with the front of your mat, and then interlace your fingers behind your back. So begin to spread the chest. Legs are active. You're squeezing the thighs together to lift up out of the lower back as you reach the interlaced fingers just a little away from the sacrum. So you feel the stretch across the chest, the pecs. And as you inhale, lean the torso forward to hover above the thigh. So try your best not to cling with the toes. Instead, press into both feet. So left foot is pressing towards the top of your mat. Right foot is pressing towards the back of your mat. Pull your belly up towards your spine and just slide both shoulders back, keeping the neck long, the gaze down. Inhale, release your grip, take the arms straight forward. As you exhale, lower your palms, drop your back knee, and then toe heel your left foot out. So we're coming inside of the left leg. Let your hips sink forward and take your right palm to the upper right corner of your mat. And peel the left foot open like a book. Take left hand to the inner thigh and just press your palm towards the knee. So it's the same direction as the bone. Rather than pressing into the thigh, up towards the knee. Find that little bit of separation between the inner thigh and the hip bone. Good. Crawl your fingertips around the thigh and just gently guide the foot back to center. Toe heel your left foot in. Then set both palms down and press up, standing splits, right leg lifts. Let your head go completely. You can shake it out left and right. You want to work on balance, you can take one or two hands to heart center, maybe one hand to the calf. I'm going to do that next. Don't do it yet. There we go. Exhale, slowly lower back into warrior one. So lower the right heel down and rise the arms up, warrior one. And from your warrior one, re-interlace behind the back. Pull your shoulders back, spread the chest. Press into the feet, square hips, inhale, lean the torso forward. This time as you exhale, fold down inside of the inner left thigh, humble warrior. Keep the left hip squeezed in, reach the interlaced fingers straight up as you fold. And exhale, release your interlaced fingers, drop them down, drop the knee, and let's get set up for lounge lunge. So this time you're letting the hips sink forward and taking your right hand right back up towards the upper right corner of your mat. Left foot will stay planted as you squeeze the knee in and ease the right side of the torso forward. You want to make sure the right hand's above the right shoulder. You're going to feel that stretch beginning to run down the right side of the torso. As you squeeze the left knee in, you're going to feel that in the left hip. I'm going to give you guys another 3 or 4 breaths here. If you want to reach for the back foot, you're welcome to. You have a grip on the back foot, release it. Lower your palms, tuck back toes, and take it right back into standing splits. So right leg lifts. This time we're going to set the right palm down and reach back for the right foot with the left hand, finding a little kick away from the butt. Let's all meet in a forward fold, left hand plants, right foot plants, fold over the thighs. Halfway lift, inhale. From your halfway lift, toe heel the feet out, just wide enough to sit into a squat. So toes out, heels in. Sit on down. And then take your right hand down, and as you inhale, peel your left arm open, open up towards your left. We're here for 4 or 5 breaths. You can stay here. You could take the left hand behind your back, or you could reach the right arm around for a little bind. Just make sure you're staying open in the chest, never rounded. Pay attention to the neck, where it feels the lightest. Maintain that nice, deep Ujjayi breath. Look at that little birdie. Cute. All right, release. Set your hands down and just lift the hips, taking the toes forward. Let's rise up to stand. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive down. Reach the arms out as you fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. As you exhale, plant your palms and step right leg back, runner's lunge. So from your runner's lunge, plant your back foot for head to ankle prep. So you're in warrior 2 stance, walking your torso over towards the right. I feel like we might want to both. Really good angles for you guys.
They might not be even looking at
They're
us.
not. All right. Right hand plants towards the back of the mat. Left hand presses against the inner left thigh, not the knee. You're pressing the inner thigh open as you twist your torso towards the back of your mat. So still opening up the left hip, and bringing that stretch all the way up the left side of the torso. Uddiyana on your exhale. Now when you release, keep your legs where they are. Walk your torso back forward. We're going to make our way up into warrior 2. So you're cartwheeling the arms up, keeping that same stance in the legs. Left heel in line with right arch. And on your exhale, come into extended side angle. Forearm comes down, right arm reaches straight up towards the sky to start. Let's make our way into a half bind. Taking right hand behind the back, maybe reaching around for the inner left thigh. But again, really making sure that the right shoulder stays back. The chest stays open, so no rounding. Go ahead and take the right arm straight back up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, drop palm, drop knee, take an easy twist. Left arm peels open, open up. Exhale, left hand lowers, take it back, 3-legged dog. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, knee to right elbow, just a twist, holds. Left leg lifts, inhale. 1 leg or 2, chaturanga. Nice deep ujjayi breaths in your downward dog. On your inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Wrap the shoulders, hold, elbows squeeze in. Right leg lifts, inhale. Warrior one, as you exhale, step it through. Plant the feet and just keep the arms by your side. Take a couple of breaths to make sure your feet are planted so that your hips are squared. And right away, you feel that nice lift up out of lower back. And find the interlace behind the back. Open up the chest, shoulder to shoulder. Interlace fingers reaching just a little away from the sacrum, so you really feel that across the pecs. You always laugh at me. All right, keep your hips squared, so we're not coming all the way down in this one. As you inhale, just lean the torso forward to hover above the thigh. Really press into those feet. Left foot back, right foot forward. As you hover, keeping the belly pulled in towards the spine. Stay hovered, release your grip, take your arms straight forward. And as you exhale, drop palms, drop knee, and toe heel that right foot out. So this first little hip stretch, we're letting the hips sink forward. You're inside of the right foot, left hand to the upper left corner of your mat. Peel the right foot open and take your right hand to the inner right thigh, pressing your palm up. So not pressing the inner thigh any further open, but really finding that little traction of the inner thigh, the groin, kind of away from the hip bone. Crawl the fingertips around the thigh, guide the foot back to center. Toe heel your right foot in, hands down, back toes tuck. First round, standing splits, left leg lifts. Head relaxes in this first round. You're either keeping the hands down or working on balance. A hand to the calf, a hands to heart. It's uneven. I like that it's a challenge. And it's a slow release back into warrior one. So left heel drops, the arms rise up, warrior one. Reinterlace behind the back. Shoulders back, you're coming right back into that wide open heart. Hips squared, inhale, lean the torso forward. And this time you're folding all the way inside of the inner right thigh, humble warrior. Especially if you're folding all the way in, make sure the right hip doesn't splay out. Keep the right hip squeezed in, shoulders away from the ears, and the interlace fingers reaching straight up. Head is relaxed. Exhale, lower your palms, drop your knee. Lounge lunge, hips sink forward. Left hand comes back to the upper left corner of your mat. This time you're grabbing a hold of the right knee as you ease the left side of your torso forward. You're getting that stretch along the left side of the torso. As you squeeze the knee in, you're feeling that run all the way down the outer thigh. Option to reach back for the back foot, pulling heel in towards the butt. You have a release on the back foot, or if you have a grip on the back foot, release it. Lower your hands down, press into the right foot as you tuck the back toes to come right back into standing splits. This time we're going to stabilize by setting the left hand down as we reach back to grab the left foot with the right hand, kicking away from the butt. So still opening up that right side of the chest with your kick. Let's all meet in a forward fold. Release the grip, drop the palm. Left foot greets the right. Fold over thighs, let your head go. Inhale, halfway. Toe heel your feet back out. Let's come back into our squat. Toes out, heels in. Sit the booty down. Right hand plants, other way, huh? Left hand plants, right arm peels open. You can stay right here the whole time. You could take the right hand just to the lower back, or you could come all the way around for that bind. Wherever you end up, make sure you're sliding your right shoulder back, so not finding any rounding. And however you decide to hold your head, make sure the neck feels long, light, free. Slowly make your way out. Drop palms, lift hips, and take your big toes straight forward. Spine is tabletopped. Inhale. Uddiyana on the exhale. The first inhale takes you up to stand. Rise up. Exhale, swan dive down. Reach the fingertips out as you fold. Halfway lift, inhale. As you exhale, plant palms, left leg back, runner's lunge. Plant your back foot and walk your torso over towards the left. You're still in warrior two, legs for head to ankle prep. Left hand plants towards the back of the mat. Right hand against the inner right thigh, not the knee. Press the inner thigh open and let your torso twist towards the back of your mat. Feel the texture of your Ujjayi breath. Uddiyana on the exhale. When you release from Uddiyana, walk your palms back forward first. Then cartwheel the arms open, coming into warrior two, just making sure that front heel is still in line with back arch. Inhale. Extended side angle on the exhale. Right forearm down, left arm up. Sitting bones, shoulders back. And you can go ahead and find that half bind. Taking the left hand behind the back. We're reaching for the inner right thigh. Remember, still keeping that left side of the shoulder open. On your inhale, release from your half bind, rise the left arm up. As you exhale, drop palm and knee, easy twist. Knee drops, right arm peels open. Exhale, lower right palm down. Tuck back toes and take it back. Three-legged dog, right leg lifts up and back. Inhale. Take knee to left elbow just to twist. Hold. Right leg lifts. Inhale. One leg or two, chaturanga. Big toes together to touch. Bend the knees, gaze forward. You can walk or float, meet at the top. Halfway lift, inhale. Uddiyana on the exhale. Keeping the arms by your side, just take a slow roll up. Roll out the shoulders, and then Danielle's gonna take our last 12 minutes to finish us off.
So we have about 12 minutes?
12 minutes we got
that we have. Okay.
to finish us.
Chair pose. Now bring your hips back, sweep your arms out and up. Okay, from your chair pose, and a press down through your feet, feel the ball of the big toe again. Now lengthen low ribs up. And exhale, fold into your legs. And inhale halfway. How are we looking for time? Just kidding.
12
Chaturanga.
minutes.
Chaturanga. Walk it back, high plank, chaturanga, inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back to downward dog. What if we lost the internet connection the whole time?
I was just making sure that nobody
Lift your
left.
left leg back. Because I said 12 minutes.
Yeah.
And bend your left knee, bring it in towards your forehead, round your back. You step it up for warrior two. You're doing a dance. In your warrior two, exhale, eagle. Cross your right arm over the left. Okay, round your back for a moment like you would in kite hawk, round the upper back. And then do the opposite. Inhale, lift up, bring your elbows a little higher than the shoulders. Look up a little bit. And exhale, right in between those two. Feel your lower back lengthen, elbows reach forward. And then staying upright, set your head down onto your right upper arm. Relax the back of the neck and the brain and breathe in that really slow and deep way you're feeling your body. And fill up your lungs so that you're expanding your ribs out and lifting your breath up into the left shoulder blade, back of the heart. And relax your neck and your head again as you exhale. We bring both arms out, inhaling. And exhale back into side angle with a bind. Half bind first, right arm. Your full bind, left arm underneath. And stay here because we're not moving into bird of paradise. You're gonna just open up, half bind or full bind. Open up the upper back. And exhale, take both shoulder blades down the back. Now spiral and exhale, press through the right edge of the foot. You let go of your grip. And I turn your left foot forward so you're in a wide-legged forward fold with the toes in a little bit, heels out. Take your hands out in front of you. Whoever touches the buffalo first wins. If you don't have a buffalo, you don't win. Okay, drop your chest in between your arms. And pull your belly in and up, Uddiyana. Okay, bring your right arm between your legs, right in between the thighs, grab up by your right butt, basically, or the
right butt?
cheek. Right butt cheek.
Right butt
I
cheek.
think they knew what I meant.
Not your butt, your right butt cheek.
But butt cheek abbreviated as butt.
Don't get
You're gonna
cheeky
take your
with
left
me.
arm behind the back. Okay, you can go as far as you can with it. It doesn't need to be like all or nothing. You're gonna clasp your hands, push your right arm into the leg, and then just free up the chest. Inhale. So binds are meant to open that area that can be tight in the upper back, upper traps, your neck and your jaw. Exhale, press into the leg. And then to release, take your hands forward. And I turn both feet forward, step it back, downward dog. And we get through chaturanga, high plank. Now upward dog, inhale. Point the toes back, feel that line of energy from the hips all the way through the ball of the big toe. You reach your right leg back and up. And then bend your right knee, bring it in towards your forehead, round your back. And inhale, right leg back. And you step up your right leg for warrior two. And the eagle arms, exhale. Cross your left arm on top of the right. Round your back a little bit. Round your back like you would in kite hop. Feel your upper back, low back. And then inhale, feel the mobility of your spine. Feel your chest lift, look up a little bit. And exhale, take your shoulder blades down the back. Set your head down onto your left upper arm. And breathe into, right hip joint and low back. You're exhaling, feed both sides of your hips with breath. Feel your heart lift. You're moving your breath up. You're exhaling, relaxing your head down. And then lift your head to come out. You're going to bring both arms out, inhaling. A side angle, set your right forearm down onto the mid-thigh. You take your left arm behind the back, half bind, and of course you're welcome to stay here. Your full binds, take your right arm underneath, left arm behind the back. And push your right leg into the right arm and relax your neck. And take a full belly breath here. You let go of your bind, set your hands down, straighten your right leg, turn your right foot forward. Take your hands out in front of you. This time, the person that grabs the flower first wins. Game is always changing. Uddiyana. Now take your left arm between your legs. Okay, on this side, half binding, take your right arm behind the back. And then push your arm into the leg, reach left sternum and collarbone down. Free up the chest. You're unwinding tight or stuck energy in your heart, back of the heart. Push your left arm into the leg a little bit. And then breathe up into your chest again. You let go of your leg, turn both feet forward. And then step it back, downward dog. Downward dog, high plank. Okay, chaturangas. Bring the elbows in like bird wings. Touch the ribs with the elbows. Inhaling. Downward dog, set your knees down. Okay, we're gonna end with Crippled Sage today. We have time. Yep, we have time. So in Crippled Sage, I'm going to have you guys come onto your mats in a seated position. And as you're sitting down, okay, we'll start out in a pigeon. With your left leg on top, pigeon. Most everybody will be able to try this one. Pigeon is a good one to just sit down, stretch your hip. Ben, why aren't you doing it?
Ben, do it. Don't not do it.
Okay, my left leg is on top. If you don't do the same leg as me, you're doing it wrong. Oh. I'm just kidding. You can do both legs because we're going to do both legs. So stretch the chest up towards your shin. Now feel your hip. Close your eyes. Breathe down into the hip.
Just pointing at your
It's funny. And then bring your left arm, if you want to go further with it, left arm underneath the left leg. And this is called the high salute.
Hello. I salute you.
It's not really called that, but.
Wow,
Hi.
Ben, your legs are so long.
Let's focus on Ben.
Look how long his legs
Wow,
are.
Ben.
That's crazy.
Okay, cross your right ankle over your left ankle, Ben. Just kidding. And then this is Crippled Sage. So you're going to squeeze your legs and watch out for your
Falling down
neighbors.
the hill.
Bring your legs out to the side. Crippled Sage. Squeeze your bottom leg against the top.
Try to have an ankle.
Okay. She's doing this on, like, what is it?
She set up an obstacle course for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like half on wood.
doing it too.
Yeah, goalie.
We call that Persian Crippled Sage.
I really like what you're doing, Sochi and Jessica, because you guys are moving a lot.
Yeah.
You guys can't see, but it's just their photo.
It's crazy what's going on over there.
It's
Okay, with the right ankle on top, let's switch legs.
Okay.
Want to?
Yep, let's do it.
Now stretch your chest up towards your shin. Close your eyes and take a couple really deep breaths down into the right hip. So you're ballooning your breath down through the hip joint on the inhale. You're lifting your ribs up. Okay, and then Crippled Sage, take your, I know, high salute.
Don't forget
Bring your breath. Oh, I was going to. I wasn't saying on the way.
I think I'm doing it wrong. Oh.
And grab the outside of the foot, and you bring your chest through.
Salute. Oh, we lost it.
Oh, so they didn't like it. You cross the left ankle, move on the right ankle. And then bring your legs out to the sides. Crippled Sage. Squeeze the bottom leg. Oh, you can almost touch your chin. Can you do it?
Very nice.
Ben.
That's a great view of you, Stephanie. Good job.
Oh, is she in field?
Actually, I think she left.
Yeah.
No, that's her. Little girl.
Okay, so after, and I just sit in a comfortable seated position, same way you started. And just take your hands on your knees, allow your belly to relax, lift up a little bit more. Now feeling your ujjayi breath. So it's a practice just like everything else. Get your inhales broader, longer. And that clearing breath, every time you exhale, feel your breath move into anything that might be a little tight or painful, dissolving some tension. Anything you want to say?
I would like to say namaste.
Namaste. Thank you guys for being here.
We love you guys.
If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be who I am today.
I think there's no stopping Danielle from being who she is. Let's be real.
Let's be real.